Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to this installment of Pitch Your Nonprofit Post Show. The Pitch Your Nonprofit Post Show. This is exciting because we are going to go through the pitches and who received funding. Who received funding. Yes, this is exciting information. And let's see here. All right, we're out here using StreamYard, and we are doing our thing here. Let's get started. We are live. We're live, and we are live with Pitch Your Nonprofits. Yes, we're doing our post show for Pitch Your Nonprofit. As you know, guys, I do this pretty much every Thursday after the show. So when you are doing your pitch, this is what's going on. This is who you're doing your pitch to. And I am sitting at the studio, recording our pitches, recording our show, getting things lined up. And we're just going to do a quick breakdown of what happened tonight, who came on, who received funding. And this gives us an opportunity to really just kind of look at what we're looking for in a pitch. And this is kind of just the breakdown. So just get, chill. I'm going to do a little Kevin Samuels moment. Just look at the camera and do something else. Yeah, that's my new thing. I'm going to do that. But okay, I'm not going to keep you waiting. As you know, Pitch Your Nonprofit is the #1 nonprofit show on Clubhouse. It's the #1 nonprofit show, period. But on Clubhouse, that's where it takes place right now. And nonprofit founders come to the stage for a chance to get funded by amazing sharks. We have guest sharks, celebrity sharks, we have all sorts of sharks that love nonprofit organizations, founders, and want to connect with them and help their organization grow exponentially. And I'm just so thrilled and proud of the success of Pitch Your Nonprofit. When I tell you it is an activated, engaged community of world leaders and changers, I'm blown away every week of just the community that's being developed and built. I'm blown away. I want to encourage you to take your nonprofit organization and apply at PitchYourNonProfit.com. PitchYourNonProfit.com. Again, it sets the stage for you to engage with people who want to activate on your behalf in the community. So I think that is a tremendous benefit to you and your organization. I want to just go over a couple of people that pitched today. We had a couple of scheduling conflicts, so a couple of our regular sharks couldn't make it today. And that's fine. We had amazing sharks in our loyal community that came through and supported these organizations. I want to shout out Jamila for coming up and telling her story. The show started off with Jamila telling her story, Jamila Tucker, of Autism Rex. And she came in and told her story of how she was able to have her van funded at Pitch Your Nonprofit last week. And I talked about that in the previous episode, and you'll see that there in the previous post show. And we had Alicia McCann that came through with Be Feminine Finesse. Yeah, Be Feminine Finesse. I loved her pitch and her organization and what that stands for. And she's helping young ladies really through, let's see here, we have through the work that she's doing. And I'm going to connect here and go to her website to give you guys an idea of what she's doing. She's building out the platform for female bosses, which I think is really cool, right? I think it's really awesome. Women need empowerment and different opportunities, and she's making that happen and connecting with it. We also had Latoya Melton Dotson come in from pinksavvyinc.org, and I loved her pitch. I love what she was doing and the work that she's been doing for years. She's in the breast cancer kind of awareness space, and she'd been doing this work for a while before she even formed the organization and before she formed the nonprofit, which I thought was phenomenal. So she'd been doing the work for a while, and then later found out that she herself would be diagnosed with breast cancer. It was devastating. And I'm glad that she knew how to handle it, cope with it, and have the support needed. I thought that was phenomenal. And she has this amazing retreat that she gives to survivors of breast cancer and gives them the opportunity to just come to a place and relax. And I think that's needed, much, much needed. And so I thank her for her work in what she's doing. And we had another organization, which is Patricia Robinson, came through at evolvingtraininganddevelopment.com, which is helping the youth, training up the youth in a particular vocation, in a particular. And she said that a lot of people are typically lining students up to go towards college, but what about the trade skills? And I was like, you know what? Nobody ever thinks about the trade skills or talks about the trade skills. So that is definitely a use case that I think deserves to be mentioned. Nobody does that. And she gives them an opportunity to be a plumber for the day, help with graphic design skills, give them an opportunity to learn a trade directly at a young age. And she did mention through a particular age group, where they're in junior high. And she says most of the time you kind of lose kids once they hit high school, which is pretty sad. And I love that her organization was focused on that. And I just think, you know, the Beyonce of the group tonight was Lisa Lickers Ricks. When I tell you, she pinged people into the room. I told her she was the official Pitch Your Nonprofit influencer. I'm like, you are the official Pitch Your Nonprofit influencer. She got people into the room. So back up, quick story on her organization. She came to the show a few weeks back, and she received feedback from all of the sharks. She received feedback, and the reason I think this is so great is she took that feedback and she really worked to restructure her pitch. And she took the perfect pitch framework that you can find if you go to libertymadison.com or pitchyournonprofit.com. We've created a perfect pitch framework, and it's a perfect pitch, not just for Pitch Your Nonprofit, but a perfect pitch in general. And just to reground you, that perfect pitch is 3 things: who you are, what do you do, what do you want? And then the icing on the cake is why you. And she took that framework and just she elevated her entire pitch to the point where she activated the entire community. And I'll touch on her in a bit. And also we had Shirley Crawford, and Shirley Crawford had a center and an organization. She didn't have everything on her bio, so we didn't get all of her information, but she's over at Second Chance RVA. And we also had Bixera out of New York, who has Brunch with a Purpose. So Brunch with a Purpose, I think that is a phenomenal idea. And I definitely invited her to be a part of the community and be a part of the leadership membership community, because I think that was my speaker, be a part of the leadership memberships community, because I think she has a phenomenal mental health outlet and brand for people. And she has this brunch that brings people together. So I want to talk about the pitch that received the majority of the funding tonight. The majority of the funding tonight went to Lisa Lickers Ricks and her foundation, Young Women's Empowerment Academy. And you can find them at, that is YWE Academy on Instagram. You can find them there. And what she shared her personal story that I thought was phenomenal. She had a child at 14 and then 17, and most of the time you count those people out. And she said not only did she graduate high school, she went on to graduate college and received 2 advanced degrees. Two. And she wants to help empower other women to really look obstacles in the face and say, you know what? No, that doesn't have to be my outcome if I have support. And that's what she's building with her organization, support. And I want to thank her for coming to the stage. And one thing that I really love about her organization is she took the time to say, I'm going to listen. I'm going to attend the show. I'm going to send the audience. She's been sitting in the audience for a while, and now she is focused on improving her pitch. And she walked away as Pitch Your Nonprofit alum. She received funding. She received funding tonight. And I'm just super, super excited that she was able to do that. And I want to activate more on her behalf because I love her mission. I love that she is helping young girls start businesses and partner them with a coach, partner them with a business coach, and help them with their branding, their logos, their website, and establishing their LLC. I think that's a phenomenal thing to do. And I commend her and her organization and will continue to support her organization. And like I said, when you come to Pitch Your Nonprofit show, you're not just pitching for the sharks. You're really not. You're pitching for the sharks, sure. Absolutely. Without a doubt, you're pitching for the sharks. However, you're not just pitching for the sharks. You're pitching for an active community, an engaged community that wants to support you and see your organization go to the next level. And I think that some people kind of miss that element because a lot of the magic happens in the DMs. A lot of the magic happens in the comment section. A lot of the magic happens outside of the show airing. It's really that back channel that says, I saw you, I heard your story, I heard what you're doing. I want to connect with that. I support that. I want to do that. And we've had people receive mentors, advisors. One organization that I'm thinking of received a Silicon Valley tech advisor because my audience is Silicon Valley and tech. That's my audience. And they come to Pitch Your Nonprofit to see what's going on out there in the world. And one of my friends said, oh my God, that organization resonates with me. And they funded the organization $10,000. It's like, it's really amazing and life-changing if your organization out in Baltimore or Chicago or Atlanta and someone from Silicon Valley is like, you know what? All right, here's 10,000. That goes a long way for a lot of organizations. I'm just very, very proud of this show. I'm very proud of the connections that have been made. And I'm excited to continue to bring amazing, not just amazing programming that is just heartfelt programming, but the community and connections that come from it. I'm just thrilled to constantly bring that to you as well. And as we move forward with the post shows, again, the post shows are shows that I do just to recap what is happening. And I'm sure they're going to evolve, but I wanted to get in the habit to have these conversations, and in this video show you exactly how people can enhance their pitch, be prepared for the next week. And the key takeaway that we had tonight was come to the show prepared to stay for the entire show, the entire 2 hours from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Stay for the entire 2 hours because you can be funded throughout that cycle. And also you can listen and you can learn. You can listen and you can learn from other people before you, because having the sharks repeat themselves is not very fun. It's not very fun at all. So you can listen to other people and see how they're interacting and see how their pitch, and you can alter, tweak, and change your pitch instantly. And I think that is something that you can focus on and really adhere to, just to kind of pivot and be prepared to go and keep your pitch under, I say 2 minutes or less, but you want to hit that 90-second mark and give the sharks an opportunity to ask you follow-up questions. That's where you're truly going to win. And if you have any other questions or insight, feel free to go to PitchYourNonProfit.com or go to the Pitch Your Nonprofit IG and check it out. You can go to my IG as well. It's Liberty Madison. That's the IG of mine. And you can also, again, I advise people, you don't have to follow me. You can follow the show, and I just host the show. But to get all of the nonprofit insight and content and connections that you want to get, definitely stay a part of the Pitch Your Nonprofit IG. And again, I invite you to come into the community, because the community, you get a chance to practice your pitch and really connect with people to help you get that visibility that I know you deserve and have a mindset shift for your organization. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. and being prepared to come to Pitch Your Nonprofit. I think this is just a phenomenal opportunity, and I want to make sure that you utilize it, take advantage of it. And one thing that I always say, there's only one thing between you and cash, and that is people knowing you. That's it. Nothing else. It's just people knowing about you. If they don't know about you, they cannot fund you. I know that you want to do the work, and this is a message to nonprofit founders or potential founders, founders in general. I know that you love doing the work. I know that you think your product is phenomenal. I think that you believe that it revolutionizes industries. That is true. I believe that too. I agree with you. However, if no one knows about the product that you built, whether it be a SaaS app, nonprofit, it doesn't matter. If they don't know about it, they can't fund you. If they can't find you, they can't fund you. That's my new thing. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, where's my pen? Okay. If they can't find you, okay, let's say that again. If they can't find you, they can't fund you. That's live, baby. That's real time. That is real time stuff. And like I mentioned on Pitch Your Nonprofit, I don't have a nonprofit. No, not at all. I saw a need for nonprofit founders to really take on the mindset of tech founders. I have extensive experience in the tech space, extensive experience building startups and working with founders to look at different ways to acquire funding. So when I'm focused on user acquisition strategies and unconventional user acquisition strategies to help them secure VC funding, that I know, that I can help with a pitch deck, that I can help tweak your business model. However, a lot of nonprofit founders don't necessarily look at their nonprofit like a business. So that's why I love Pitch Your Nonprofit, because we get the opportunity to help you look at it like the business that it is. And my work also at Susan G. Komen, I've just learned so much in that space. And there's been a lot of overlap that brought me to Pitch Your Nonprofit show. I love hosting it. And my experience I've seen thousands of pitches, thousands. I've mentored on various stages, from VetCon to Dreamforce to a lot of spaces, and to offer feedback that gives founders an opportunity to restructure their model, their business, and to look at their business in a different way, reinvigorates them and gets them excited to continue the work and continue the mission, because without the funding, you can't continue the mission. So I'm just really, really happy and really proud to be a part of such an amazing show. And I'm really looking forward to continuing it. So I want to encourage you, if you have a nonprofit organization, if you want to start a nonprofit organization, or if you want to support a nonprofit organization, I'm telling you, get your pitch. Get your pitch down. That's going to be the best way for you to do that. And I'm looking here at I'm getting new receipts right now as we are looking on live as we speak. I'm getting it right now, and I'm getting some insight. This just continues. People are still sending me receipts, y'all. Yeah. Still getting receipts. So, yep, that's the power of Pitch Your Nonprofit. Didn't mean to interrupt, but we still getting these receipts from today. That is why I love this community. Oh, I just love it. It hits all my cylinders. It hits my whole soul. Like, you telling me I get to talk tech, I get to host a show, and I get to help people? What? Yes. And that's why I love hosting Pitch Your Nonprofit. I hope to see you there. Again, if you are a nonprofit founder, you need to come and apply at pitchyournonprofit.com. And also, if you are an organization, a foundation, a corporation, contact me. I've got some amazing founders that you can fund. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming to this recap of Pitch Your Nonprofit for today, for May 20th. It's still birthday month. So we're still out here living our best lives for birthday month. So thank you so much, and I will see you next Thursday, and I will make sure to post all of the receipts that are coming in. This has been phenomenal. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for believing in the brand and believing in Pitch Your Nonprofit. Enjoy the rest of your evening.